Harrison Graham here from Celtics Today by Chat Sports, getting into the latest Celtics news and rumors. Let's talk Robert Williams, as the Celtics have been connected to a lot of trade rumors around adding a big. Maybe they have someone internal that they can turn to for more minutes. He's having a career year in limited action, playing about 15 minutes per game, the young player. He is second in the NBA in field goal percentage at almost 72%. Maybe, just maybe, it is time for Brad Stevens to turn to Robert Williams for more opportunities now that the second half of the season is going to get started very, very shortly. He's averaging 7 and 6. You see the efficiency on the field goal percentage. Liked him a lot out of Texas A&M. Had some attitude concerns, but now it seems like he's settling in. He's matured a bit, and again, the Celtics have struggled with their front court production at times. I believe that it is time to give Robert Williams some more opportunities. This Celtics team has good guard play. Their wings are pretty solid. But down low, this is a team that has struggled with Daniel Tice and Tristan Thompson being okay bigs, but certainly not great overall. I think Robert Williams at least deserves more opportunities to see if he can help this Celtics team, kick things into gear in the second half of the season. Look at the per 36 numbers here. If he was getting 36 minutes per game, you're talking about a double-double guy, 15 and a half, 13 rebounds. The blocks are there as well. Obviously, the field goal percentage would likely wane if he played more, but I think he'd still be in the mid-60s because most of his baskets are around the rim. This is a high-energy player who's a really talented player offensively and could grab you some rebounds as well and give you more youthful energy. I like Tristan Thompson. I like Daniel Tice. They're nice bench type of bigs. They're not starting caliber centers at this point in their career. Now, is Robert Williams that? Probably not, but we're never going to know unless we see him get more opportunities, and with him being as young as he is still ascending as a player, whereas we know what Tristan Thompson is at this point. He's a rebounder that can finish on the offensive glass from time to time. That's about all you're getting from him with some veteran experience. I like the idea of playing Robert Williams more minutes and getting him in with those youngsters like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart once he's fully healthy and ready to go. So we'll leave it up to you guys. I clearly think the answer is yes. Should Robert Williams play more? The Celtics can think this over the All-Star break over the next 5 or 6 days. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Should Robert Williams get more minutes for the Boston Celtics? If you haven't already, get subscribed to Boston Celtics Today. You see the link below. It's youtube.com/Celtics TV. We cover the latest Celtics news, rumors, and a lot more. We do Q&As as well. Get your questions in. We might get to them at some point. You can use #Celtics. The point being, as the season goes on, we get closer to the playoffs, the offseason, more and more videos for you. And plus, NBA trade deadline just around the corner. Hit that big red button. Share the link below with a friend. It's youtube.com/Celtics TV. We're going to keep you covered all year long. Let's get into a trade rumor surrounding Boston right now. Victor Oladipo, who's playing with the Houston Rockets right now, was a part of that 4-team blockbuster trade involving James Harden earlier this season. He actually recently turned down a 2-year, $45 million extension with the Houston Rockets, a.k.a. he wants out of Houston, which he's a free agent after this year, so he can kind of control his own destiny on that front. The Celtics are a team that have been linked to him in the past and have been connected to a ton of trade rumors leading up to the March 25th NBA trade deadline because Boston has been pretty up and down so far in the 2020-2021 NBA season, been hovering around 500 for the better part of a month. Can't imagine the Rockets are going to keep Oladipo now that he turned down that contract extension, so trading him makes a lot of sense. We'll see if the Celtics are a team that could pounce on this opportunity. Oladipo still putting up good numbers, although a little bit inefficient on the shooting side of things, averaging 19.5 points there, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Only 32% from 3, but the Rockets' roster construction is kind of funky. They're in a weird spot right now where they're trying to decide if they're going to commit to a full rebuild or if they're going to, try and stay in a bit of a win-now window. Obviously, they did offer Oladipo a contract extension, so there were intentions on trying to keep him, but I think now that shifts toward trading Oladipo before the March 25th deadline, so we'll see what happens, especially when it comes to the Boston Celtics. So what do you guys think on this one? Should should Boston trade for Oladipo? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. I'll give my thoughts in just a second, but I thought you guys could weigh in first. Give me a 1 for yes, give me a 2 for no. Should Boston trade for Victor Oladipo? I actually think no. I don't think the Boston Celtics need guard play right now. They have plenty of guards. They have plenty of wings. They need more front court help. That's been the issue with Boston all season long, in my opinion. Now, Kemba Walker hasn't played great this year. He missed the part of the season with an injury, but there's still a lot of good guard play on this roster. And Jason Tatum, in a lot of ways, is really just a 2 or 3 as well, but, we won't count him here. Jaylen Brown, obviously, has been a star player this year. You've got Kemba. You've got Marcus Smart, who's also been banged up, but still. Peyton Pritchard, Jeff Teague. That doesn't even include your rookie Aaron Nesmith as well. This team has a lot of guard play and plenty of depth there. What they don't have a lot of depth in high-level play is from the forward and center position, and that is really what they need, is a big down low. I think Boston needs to add some beef to this roster. I think their guards can go with just about anybody. The problem is Tristan Thompson and Daniel Tice are really both backup centers, but one of them has to start because that's the way this roster is built. They don't really have a starting center on their roster, which is why I think going after a big like an Andre Drummond or someone like that makes a lot of sense for Boston. I don't really think adding a Victor Oladipo is a move that makes a ton of sense, because where does he really fit? Do you make him an ultra sixth man? Do you play small ball with, Smart, Oladipo, Kemba, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? I don't think you can play that small if you are the Boston Celtics. I like Oladipo as a player. I think he could play with the Celtics. I just don't think that's an ideal fit based on roster construction. That is just my opinion. I think Oladipo gets dealt. I don't think it'll be to the Boston Celtics. So name a player the Celtics should trade for. Go ahead and comment right now down below. Who should Boston make a move for before the NBA trade deadline? Let's hear it from you guys in the comments. Hey, Celtics fans, we got some gear on sale for you guys. St. Paddy's Day edition, a ton of different variety. We got t-shirts. We got this sweet hat, which I'm a big fan, and here's the deal. All this stuff up to 25% off. Chatsports.com/Celtics Green. We got women's stuff as well, long sleeve shirts. Tons of Celtics St. Patrick's Day gear available on sale. We even got some socks available. And the beauty about being a Celtics fan, you can wear this stuff year-round because the clover always applies to Celtics Nation. Chatsports.com/Celtics Green. That is the place to pick this stuff up.